Hey guys, zedtv here. Welcome back to this channel, zedtv. Oh, that was weird. Hey guys, welcome back to this channel, zedtv. I hope you're all doing alright. Today we'll be going through my first official set of mock results for AS, so as we're in year 12. And there's a lot to say about them, so let's get straight into it. Throughout this video, if you see me going like this or anything, my hair is so long, and I need to get a haircut, so just ignore all that. I know this is a mess at the moment, but ignore it. Before I do get started though, I would just like to say a massive thank you for 400 subs. It means so much. Like, it's actually kind of incredible because at the start of 2021 we had just reached 300 and I was all over my Instagram almost begging to reach 300, and in the space of a month we have gained another 100 subs somehow. That's incredible. I mean, I have been playing Warzone and asking people, oh, check out my channel, because I've got some COD stuff on there. But yeah, I'm off of COD for now for a bit, which I'll explain in a different video. But yeah, just want to express all my thanks. And we've reached 15k views as well. That is insane. Last time I checked, it was at 15,200, which is like, wow. That is so good. Yeah, so my main goal at the moment is 1k. Once you get to 1k, wow, it's gonna get overwhelmed. Yeah, so just want to say I'm very appreciative of that. So I don't want to waste too much of your time. I want to go straight into my mock results. So we sat them in December 2021, when lockdown wasn't really a thing for the schools yet, so we sort of had to still go home. We went home, but it's really confusing. So basically, we were home learning then, but we had some set times where we had to go into school if we had an exam. So the week full of exams, you'd go to school, sit your exam in the main hall with exam conditions and everything, then you'd go straight home. With releasing the exam results, I'm making this video really late because yeah, again, like last year, this whole exam it's an exam mess again, and we still don't know what's happening with these tests and if we're still going to be sitting these. So we luckily managed to sit in our first set of AS exams and possibly our last, and that's scary. And I do want to sit like another set of mocks maybe near March, but I don't know if that's going to go ahead. But we just got to hope for the best, and at the moment these grades give us the best indication of where we are. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with biology. Ooh, so after leaving my biology exam, I remember feeling the least confident. Like, honestly, I've realised in terms of that GCSE biology papers, and I mean, I was lucky enough to get a 9 in my biology at GCSE. And then when it gets to AS, I mean, I haven't really experienced A2 yet, but at AS, there's just such a massive difference. In a way, I'm sort of glad I picked biology because I do love it. But again, it is difficult, and from looking at the papers, it is a step up, which everyone says I know, but I just say it out there. So, okay, this one was a bit confusing because in my report that was given, the teachers put me down for a C, but after receiving an emailed copy of the exam paper to reflect on, I printed it out, and I've actually got a copy here. So there's a copy of my exam paper which I printed out so I can annotate it, and you know, you learn best from the exam papers. I managed to get 46 out of 70 on an OCR Biology A paper, which goes to about 66% when you round it up, which equates to it equates to an A, because not last year's, 2019's grade boundaries, it was 60% for an A. So that's like the general sort of borderline, because obviously you can't get an A star at AS. So technically I did get an A, which I want to say I did, but on Monday I will have a conversation with my teacher through Zoom about why a C was put in. I don't know if it was just a system mess or if there was any other factor put into play, but I like to think I got an A because I did work kind of hard for it and it paid off. So great way to start. A. So that I'm not lying or anything. I don't know if you can see that. It's the red pen. Doesn't matter. Put that on the side, so I'm going to be using that for revision. Going on to one more point, sorry. We did sort of have mini tests at the beginning, right at the beginning of the year in September, or was it September or October? But it wasn't like official AS papers like these. It was like sort of mini tests. So in biology, it was literally the first two sort of subtopics which we were sort of revising learning content for. And for that one, I did get a C, sort of using percentages. Obviously, it wasn't a proper paper, but this being a proper paper, I've jumped to an A, technically, or yeah. For now, I'm going to ignore the fact that it was a C because using like usual grade boundaries and stats, I'd like to think it's an A. So yeah, happy about that. Yeah. Moving ahead to maths. So maths, I was actually really confident with. So the paper, we did sit a full paper, but because we haven't covered every single topic so far, so when we sat in December, we didn't cover things like trigonometry, the trig graphs, we didn't cover like logarithms, integration, differentiation, vectors, anything like that. So within the paper, all the questions that were sort of relating to that, they were all crossed out. So we only did the ones that we did do, like say circles, straight lines, all of that sort of stuff. So I was given a B, and it was put in as a B plus. So the way our school does it is, if it is like a B minus, it means you just about got the grade boundary, past the grade boundary. If it's a B equals, it means you like a sort of solid bit. So you're sort of in a solid area. So like slap bang down in the middle of the grade boundary. If it's a B plus, it means you're on the upper side of the grade boundary, closer to the next grade. So I was given a B plus in it. Something like, what was it? I think it was like 32 out of 55, which equates to a B. Again, it's just really aiming for that A, because obviously if you're going to be applying to Oxbridge, well, I really want to apply to Oxford's Human Sciences, as you can see from one of my past videos. Maths and biology are key subjects, and getting A's in them is kind of sort of necessary, I like to think. So maths is going all right. I do remember in the first test we did, I was given an A because I did get something like 80%, 81%, I think it was, which obviously is an A. But again, it wasn't really a proper paper, but this is. So yeah, maths is going sick. Okay, so moving forward to psychology. Psychology, I'll literally say it straight out there. My first assessment we did in September, which wasn't really an official one, I did mess up and I did get a U. I was like 1 mark away from an E. Yeah, that went horribly. But again, psychology was a subject that I have slightly fallen behind in, but I am making good ground to cover it. My mock result was a C plus, so I don't know how far off I was from a B. We actually haven't had a copy of our maths or psychology papers emailed back, so yeah, so I don't know exactly how much I got or what percentage. So I assume I was quite near to a B boundary. Again, I would really hope for an A in that. Again, you know, the papers that we sit, say for psychology, there's 2 papers. We've only covered the whole of paper 1 so far. We're working on towards paper 2. When exam season does come around, it's a case of the 2 papers make up the final grade. So technically we can't really give results, like letters out now, but obviously the school uses a rough prediction. Yeah, psychology again. This is so weird. I was the most confident with how my psychology exam went. Yet, I don't want to say it was my worst grade, because a C at AS is, again, it's the jump. Considering the jump from GCSE, it's a really good grade, but it's not my best grade. Even though I was the most confident in that, and I was the most scared in my biology, which is weird. But it's a case of staying organised, keeping on top of revision. Right now, I'm just using my weekends and free time after online school just to cover stuff. Like right now, I'm behind in a 4 module in maths. I'm behind in psychology, a few lessons. Biology, I actually am on top of it, which I'm so glad about, because it is getting, out of the 4, I'd say biology is probably the hardest at the moment. Yeah. In terms of predictions, obviously AS isn't really that important compared to A2, but what's sort of been put in now within our reports is our school does a silver, gold, platinum sort of system of predicting. And looking at last year, I mainly achieved. They did the same thing with GCSE, so I mainly achieved my gold targets. So platinum's like right up there. I mainly from last year I got 2 9s and 6 8s. And then obviously 1 6 and 1 5. Most of my targets were within the gold bracket. If we sort of use that same scenario here, technically, if I work hard enough, if you work really hard, you'll technically get the platinum. If you do work hard, then you'll get a gold. If you sort of do your revision, you'll get a silver. I don't know, but that's basically how it is. My goal targets stand at an A, for AS. An A in the biology, an A in the psychology, but the B is in maths. And this really confused me, because if I got a B plus in my mock, my aim should be up there, so it's definitely should be an A. So I will try and sort of aim for that. So obviously I'm gonna want to aim for 3 A's at AS. Maybe dropping psychology and taking up sociology next year, but I'm still sort of thinking about that. Yeah, that's about it. I hope your mocks went alright. If they did, I just really hope we do get another set of mocks, or some sort of teacher assessment, just to see where we are, and just avoid another exam fiasco like last year. We can only pray that we sit our A2 exams now, but then A2 exams are just going to come at such a massive shock, considering we've had no proper exam stress or anything. But again, got to keep looking forward and hope for the best. You've got this. Do not give up. I got this. You got this. Make sure you check out my Instagram, Zach Studies. I was going to say Zach IZ1A, but that's not my username anymore. My new username is zedtv.yt. Send me a DM if you need help with anything. I'll do my best to help you. My English language video, if you go to my popular videos section on my channel, that's blown up, and I get loads of DMs within English language. Question 5. Even though I know nothing about GCSE English now, do try my best to help. So, I just want to help everyone. But yeah, great talking to you. Goodbye. I'll be aiming for 1 video a week. now on though. Uploads Friday or Saturday.